boys and girls and men and women, it is the Prince and Me podcast, which means it's the Prince. What were you fucking just doing? What were you dude, why you look? He's got some buggy ass fucking out. Yo, dude, the fuck were you smoking?
Hey, everybody.
Are you smoking? You were smoking, right? Oh my god, that is actually weed. Okay, awesome. But today, you good? You make eye contact?
Oh, I'm good.
All right, wait. The convulsion in his face right there is a little concerning, but it's fine, my dude. But
the Prince and Me podcast.
It is the Prince and Me podcast. Your signature, putting up that logo on the screen.
That's all I'm good for nowadays.
Oh no, you're good for a lot of things like sucking dicks.
Well, that's not for during the podcast.
That's on your own time, buddy.
Exactly.
That's on your own time. That's not me time. But anyways, we have an arrangement of things, of topics to talk about, including a Backlash review. We have a king and queen of the ring predictions, alongside other topics.
Should we start with?
We should start off with the most important one.
This one.
Another one above it.
We'll do that one next.
Okay, got you.
We'll start with this guy.
This fucking sweaty fucking man was released, and we have to get a fucking outside point of view just to make sure that we're confirming our stigmas and assumptions about this man. So we got inclusive, not really. We got words from the great, legendary Cody Rhodes.
I wouldn't call him legendary or great, but
this is a quote right from the man himself. There is a wrestler by the name of Drew Gulak, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you I think he sucks. He does a grizzled old vet routine. He hasn't done anything or made any money anywhere, and he shouldn't be doing that routine. He looked at me from his table and frustrated and jealous because there were people in line at my table. Hell, they might have been in line just for a pizza. He says to me, "So that's what you need to get over." And he walks away in a total huff and temper tantrum. Since then, that guy is on my list. 100%. I will regularly text Ethan Page just to tell him how much I think Drew Gulak sucks. God damn. Just one weird interaction was enough for Coaster to be like, I don't like this guy. I feel uncomfortable with him and fuck him. It has been reported that the additional reporting on the situation comes from courtesy of Fightful Select. According to the report, Gulak has been accused of being a bully by many in the NXT during WWE's investigation. Two very worrying incidents pointed to include Drew Gulak allegedly re-dislocating an opponent's finger after the injury had healed and intentionally spiking an opponent, dropping them on their head in a match. The report suggests these may have not been the only incidents in which Drew Gulak intentionally targeted injuries during matches. It also notes that Gulak was reprimanded by Shawn Michaels after the spiking incident, highlighting that WWE was aware of Gulak's actions, although may not have realized some of his opponents believed him to be doing those things on purpose. We saw a fucking video of him fucking spiking someone on the head, and damn, this genuinely kind of sucks. Because I saw Drew Gulak as a good wrestler and someone that I was wanting to see succeed, and even got the stamp of approval by Bryan Danielson before he left from WWE. He got the stamp of approval from Bryan Danielson being like, this guy's a really good wrestler. So I was like, okay, cool. He's doing work at NXT, being a good fucking trainer. When in all reality, he was being a fucking dick and was assuming that this is what you have to do to be tough on people to make them better, which is taking injuries and taking advantage of them. Fucked up piece of shit by my regards in that standard. I have been taught to never go into a match to purposely injure an opponent, lesson or not. That is just a very shit thing to do. So it sucks. I mean, I guess Ronda Rousey did one thing right. She started on this fucking little tangent of like, oh, he accidentally grabbed my fucking lace, and then that felt weird. And then WWE did an investigation that uncovered this bullshit. So damn, that does suck. That someone can be a really good wrestler and still be a piece of shit. And that sucks.
Yeah, Gulak, he was actually really good, but fuck him. In other news, Shane McMahon was spotted at a baseball game. Moving on, King of the Ring tournament.
King of the fucking ring. Oh, the Prince of Me logo is fucking yeah. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. So yeah. So what's fucked up about this is the King of the Ring. All these brackets are revealed. Women of the Ring, Queen of the Ring ain't revealed. But we will go over these brackets so far. Gunther and Sheamus had a beautiful fucking match. I watched it this morning and it was fucking orgasmic to watch. Gunther won. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio are gonna have it on the fucking live show circuits. Which okay, good. Give live shows more. That's fine. But it seems like kind of integral. And just by fact of Kofi Kingston cutting a promo mentioning Drake and the Kendrick Lamar beef, maybe they're just trying to build up more revenue for fucking live shows, but I don't think they're needed. They're popping off either way. Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet
was good.
A banger fucking match. Ilya fucking winning, getting over the gimmick that he loves pain. I love that. From what you said, I didn't see this, but there was supposedly an exclusive fucking promo where Ricochet seems like he might be going heel.
Yeah.
Jey Uso beating Finn Balor, replacing Drew McIntyre. He definitely needed that fucking win after losing to Damian Priest.
Dragunov's going to kill him.
Absolutely. I think you just slaughter him. Next one is AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I think Orton's going to win this one. AJ Styles really has just no direction.
No, at all.
He has no direction. And at this stage of his career, I feel like he should have more integral storylines. But who knows? Maybe the King of the Ring could do that for him. Maybe spark some storyline. So Orton's probably going over in that one. You got Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is clearly winning, which sucks because Baron Corbin's just coming back up to the main roster. And I feel like this new gimmick needs a push, but Carmelo Hayes needs it more. Got LA Knight, versus Santos Escobar.
That's the most obvious match in the entire tournament.
Yeah, it's the most obvious. Because Santos Escobar, again, he got a one-on-one match with Rey Mysterio, but it wasn't enough to be a Mania match, so that kind of made it feel like, okay, Santos Escobar really isn't that much of a big deal. So LA Knight's probably winning. Lashley versus Tama Tonga.
That'll be good.
It'll be good. I can't wait to see Tama Tonga in singles action. It's going to probably be Lashley going over to that one. We never really said Kofi Kingston versus Rey Mysterio. I think Mysterio is probably going over in the live show.
Either way, it don't matter. They're going to get slaughtered by Gunther.
I think we've already seen Kofi versus Gunther.
We've already seen both of those matches.
Have we seen Gunther versus Mysterio?
Yeah.
Damn.
Both on SmackDown for the IC title.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I'm fucking missing out then. Holy shit. Well, I'd rather see Gunther versus Mysterio either way. And then Gunther's going to win that one. Ilya Dragunov versus Jey Uso. Ilya should go over in that. So that it's Gunther versus Ilya in the finals. Next would be Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes.
That'll be a banger.
I fucking can't wait to see that match. It's going to be Orton winning. LA Knight versus Lashley. That's a big, LA Knight probably needs it more for momentum, but it could go either way. Lashley deserves more as well. But I don't necessarily think Lashley's even winning this King of the Ring. So to have him advance over LA Knight doesn't really make sense. So LA Knight's probably going over that one.
I kind of feel like Tama Tonga will beat Lashley, personally.
I mean, that would do the wonders for the bloodline.
But either way, then I feel like he loses to LA Knight. So.
Yeah. Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov. Gunther beats Ilya. Though I really would not be opposed to Ilya beating Gunther, but I feel like in the long term, Gunther versus Ilya, I feel like Ilya needs to be going for another win because that's what made the first one feel special when they did it in the NXT UK.
Give me Ilya Sammy for that IC.
Jesus Christ. That's beautiful. So Gunther for the finals, and then it's going to be Orton versus LA Knight. Yeah. And it's probably going to be,
I think LA Knight, honestly.
Just off of main event status, yeah, I can see LA Knight going over. Because Randy Orton's a good fucking seller, so I think he can make it believable. That would mean to be Gunther versus LA Knight or Gunther versus Randy Orton. Either way, I think Gunther's going over.
Yeah, Gunther should take home the win. Either way, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no, this is
honestly, there is nobody in this tournament, probably besides Santos, that I would be mad at them winning the tournament.
Yeah, no, literally, they stacked this up really good on both sides. With Raw having Gunther versus Sheamus and Ilya versus Ricochet fucking goated. They have AJ Styles and Orton on SmackDown, and honestly, guys, just for the sake of bringing new talent in, Carmelo Hayes versus Corbin, I feel like will be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for the men's side. Right there. No, not that one. That one. So and they didn't even have the fucking common courtesy when they released the fucking men's brackets to release the women's brackets.
Yeah,
so
fucked.
We had to kind of do it ourselves. So for the
and if they release them, we just can't find them.
Yeah.
We looked though.
For Raw, we already had Io defeating Natalya. I didn't watch that match. Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. I watched that match. Thought it was decent. Zoe Stark defeating Ivy Nile. Didn't see that match. Shayna Baszler versus Zelina Vega on the live show because they decided to have two of these shows to be on live shows. Shayna Baszler is probably winning over Zelina Vega. And then for the SmackDown side, this is the one we really had to fill the fuck in. It's going to be Blair Davenport versus Tiffany Stratton. And it's going to be Blair Davenport's debut match, but like Tiffany's been on too much of a fucking roll. And honest to God, so it's probably going to be Tiffany. And then Chelsea Green versus Indy Hartwell. Chelsea Green, like, what sucks about this is that Chelsea Green's character would work so fucking perfectly as a winner of the Queen of the Ring. It would work so fucking smoothly. But
you can't really see her going over these people.
I can't see her going over even like a Blair Davenport or Tiffany Stratton or like Naomi or Nia Jax.
I could see her going over Naomi.
You could? I mean, then again, they had Tiffany go over Naomi.
I could also see her going over Blair.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones I don't see though.
Yeah, not Nia Jax. Then it's gonna be Naomi versus Candice LeRae. We're having Naomi going over in that. Nia Jax going over Piper Nivens, but I feel like Nia Jax versus Piper Nivens is gonna be a fucking banger match. Round 2 for the Raw is gonna be Zoe Stark versus Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria is going over. Shayna Baszler versus Io Sky. Io Sky is going over. And then on the SmackDown side, we'd have Nia Jax versus Naomi, which I feel like Naomi could use a big win. And to be fair, Nia Jax is the definition of a big fucking win for someone. Just because of her size, and honestly, like, she beat Becky Lynch in the past year. So, like, and she was in the main event of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view or Premium Live event. So she built up some good star power in her. So Naomi getting a win over her would mean a lot. And then it's gonna be Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi in the finals. And then it'd be Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky in the finals of the Raw. So we probably have Tiffany Stratton go over Naomi, and then we'd have Tiffany Stratton. No. Oh yeah, Tiffany Stratton going over Naomi, Lyra Valkyria going over Io Sky. The main of this would be Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyria, giving them both newer chances just to get off, because it's crazy because this, in comparison to the Raw one, in comparison to the men's one, the women's one does not have star power
at all.
The only one,
because the division doesn't really have star power.
The only one you can make an argument for is probably Naomi. Like, she's the only one that has something behind her, and Nia Jax to an extent.
Right.
Everyone else, Tiffany's kind of getting there. Shayna Baszler should have a lot fucking more behind her. Io Sky is decent because she was literally just the world champion. But I feel like this should be used to build people up. And Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria, I feel like is going to be the future for both the brand's women's divisions. So, and then Tiffany Stratton going over Lyra Valkyria just because she was on the main roster longer, and I feel like she needs more of a push and double down our push. So that is overall like. So we'd have Gunther going over in the men's and Tiffany Stratton going over in the women's, and the main thing I want out of this tournament is for more stories to be made, mostly in the women's division. That's what tournaments should be used for, is the opportunity to start rivalries, because it puts these people in a position that's very like it puts them in a position where like something's on the stake and that something can be costed from them by losing. Usually if you just lose a match, damn, that sucks, but there's no real reason to attack someone afterwards. But if you're losing in the King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring, you're going to get more pissed off. Yeah. And then also it could give someone that needs a gimmick change. Personally, I think the gimmick change of being king has been kind of fucking ass. Other than when Xavier Woods did it. When Xavier Woods did it, it was pretty cool. But everyone else has kind of made it just goofy. The only one that would have made it work in this one is Chelsea Green.
Yeah. I know.
Like, is there anyone that you would have rather had in the men's bracket?
I would have probably taken out Santos.
Mm.
Santos facing LA Knight.
Yeah.
I would have probably, from the SmackDown side of things, I would have switched Corbin out of the Carmelo Hayes match. Would have put him with LA Knight just because. And then I probably would have done like Carmelo Hayes.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke's on the Raw, isn't he?
No, you just got drafted to SmackDown.
And yeah, Carmelo Hayes, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Dude, that would have been so fucking good. That would have been so fucking good. Shit, and fuck it. I don't know. In that match.
Actually, no. Give me Carmelo Hayes, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura.
No, because then you have two fucking back-to-back matches, which are really fucking good. It's crazy. I mean, there's been no announcement of any of the SmackDown King of the Rings being live events, yet SmackDown is 2 hours and Raw is 3 hours. That's a little bit wild. I don't know how they're going to do it because they're going to have an actual premium live event for King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring. I don't know if they're going to have like the semifinals and the finals and then the finals. I don't know how they're going to do that.
I feel like they're going to do the Raw finals, the SmackDown finals, and then the finals on the show.
So like 3 matches in total for the actual thing.
Yeah, and then you get a Cody Rhodes match, and you get a Damian Priest match, and maybe a tag title match.
Yeah. Because
because I feel like here's what's weird. I feel like they would do that with the men's, but I don't feel like they do it with the women's because it's Saudi. So that'd be like 3 women's matches in Saudi, and you know how the Saudi people are. So I feel like they're actually just gonna do the finals of each tournament.
That'd be fine. That'd be fine too if they kept this on free TV.
You give us more time for titles. You can put Sammy against somebody,
and then maybe you can actually you'd have more room and more space for a story.
Logan Paul is advertised, so he'll be on the show. At this point, I love Logan Paul. I want him to lose the title at this point.
He's probably not going to lose it at Saudi though.
No, he's probably going to lose it all the way at SummerSlam, but I want him to lose it now.
Have him lose it to Jake Paul.
No. Have him lose it.
Imagine how much worse it would be if not only Logan Paul was in WWE, but Jake Paul too.
They'd be the tag team champions. They really would.
And they would be the most fucking annoying thing.
They'd put them over Awesome Truth just to piss people off.
Awesome Truth didn't lose the DIY. That's still wild to me.
Yeah.
That's still fucking wild.
Logan Paul's on SmackDown, correct?
Yeah.
So give me like Logan Paul versus. I wouldn't mind Logan Paul dropping that title to Baron Corbin.
It's gotta be the LA Knight. It's gotta be the LA Knight. To me,
does it have to?
To me, it has to be LA.
I feel like LA Knight's above the U.S. title at this point.
He hasn't won a single title yet, and he needs something.
I feel like he's above it,
but he's not winning the world champion anytime soon.
No.
So I feel like the U.S. title.
Maybe LA Knight U.S. champion.
For SmackDown, that's where it needs to be because that's where I wanted at Mania.
Should have won it a year ago.
Yeah, but
that's why I feel like at this point he's above it. But,
they need to give.
But he ain't beating Cody Rhodes.
To be fair, the LA Knight versus AJ Styles storyline going into Mania was good and boosted him up a bit, and that win was good. But then AJ Styles got that win back, and the match at Mania wasn't even that phenomenal.
And then he fucking AJ Styles got the title match anyways. So it's like.
So yeah, no, that was a bit of a waste of time.
Speaking of AJ Styles getting the title match,
we are going to go over the fucking beautiful fucking Backlash review.
Backlash, baby.
Backlash.
This was a hell of a show.
It was amazing.
There was a couple matches I didn't like. What the fuck did you do to AJ Styles?
Oh, whoa, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? We're going over the Backlash review.
What did you do to AJ Styles?
That's AJ Styles. That's AJ.
That is not AJ Styles.
That's AJ Styles.
This is not AJ Styles.
That is AJ Styles.
I got a better one. Okay, that is not AJ Styles.
What do you mean you got a better one? I mean, that's kind of my bit.
This is the real graphic.
What did you do? What did you fucking do?
See, this is AJ Styles.
When did you fucking do that? Why the fuck do you? That's not. Fucking jaw looking ass motherfucker. Get this off the screen. Get off the screen. Get off the screen. Get off the screen. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God.
So, match 1, the street fight,
Was the peak
was
of-
really fucking good.
Really fucking good. Just the way they are interacting with the crowd as well. Like, Orton coming out, the fans singing the song. You could tell this entire night was going to be good just based off of the crowd reaction to.
Oh yeah.
I like how they set up too, because they came out and just started fucking brawling, not giving a shit what the referees were saying at fucking all. And then Adam Pearce comes out and resets the entire match and makes it into a street fight, which gets everyone way more hyped into it.
Yeah, see, I would say that was the perfect way to open the show because it was, but at the end of the day, it kind of wasn't because if you look at the rest of the card after it, it couldn't really follow.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep up.
Yeah, because I think it's just because everyone loved fucking Kevin Owens and Randy Orton so well.
They're my 2 favorite main roster competitors right now.
Yeah, and that's always the problem with having too big of a stipulation in the beginning of the show, because like that was a street fight,
It
and
takes away from the rest of the show.
Yeah,
and this show suffered from that,
mm.
which we'll get to.
Was not at all expecting. I don't even remember his fucking name honestly.
Conga Loa.
Conga Loa. I was not expecting the debut of Conga Loa.
I was expecting Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, aka Camacho is back. Camacho has fucking returned to the WWE.
Where's Hunico? Hunico for the bloodline confirmed.
Oh wait, you can't see me here. Sorry. But yeah, no, I mean it felt really high paced, and I thought for a second that Randy Orton and Kevin Owens was going over. Like
I knew they weren't.
Because
I knew it was going to be Hoodie pulling out the ref. I just thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu.
One of my favorite parts was Randy Orton faking like he was gonna go for a fucking dive.
Yes.
And then him fucking stepping down and then just throwing him into the fucking steel stairs.
Randy Orton was hilarious.
Yeah, I love.
No, this is a very entertaining way to start the show.
And it's crazy that RKO is actually a tag team that seems to be lasting a bit. I'm more than happy with that just because they're dynamic with each other. And they, afterwards, no matter how long the tag team lasts, they can have a rivalry right after.
They'd be hella, like, give them like a month or 2 long run as tag team champions. Like, I'm one, as a tag team wrestler myself, I'm one of those people that doesn't like singles guys thrown together in a tag team to win the titles. This is a case I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
If it only lasts like a month.
Right.
I love Randy and Kevin. They're my favorite 2 main roster guys, but like you can't tell me them beating Grayson Waller and Austin Theory wouldn't get a hell of a pop. And they could be funny as shit for like a good 4 weeks as tag team champions.
I think it's just because they're literally bona fide veterans, and
Right.
we haven't seen them cross paths too much.
Right.
And they're both fucking faces, and they give off a little bit of the similar vibe of constantly turning on their fucking partners.
And they're both fucking funny.
Yeah. So I feel like that chemistry definitely rang through with the tag team match, and with and the match was overall really fucking good.
Randy and Kevin kind of remind me of Randy and Riddle, just having fun.
Yeah. And I think that's what Randy Orton needs in this leg of his career. He's on kind of like, he's definitely not in his prime, but he's definitely.
But he's not far from it though.
Yeah, no, it's like on the last legs of his prime, not the last legs of his career at all.
Right.
But like definitely being in a tag team for a while is gonna make us have Randy Orton for longer.
If you think about it, it's weird. Randy Orton's kind of had like 3 primes, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like he had that Evolution prime.
Mm.
He had the 09 fucking heel shit.
Mm.
And then he had like
When he
this like 2020 till like when he got hurt.
yeah as soon as he fucking turned on Edge, that's when that started. Even
that
through the
version of Randy Orton was.
And it's funny because that version and the real version were 2 different versions.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even say fucking 4, and then he's back from a fucking injury, and everyone's so happy to see him.
And he's still basically doing the same thing he did with Riddle, just without Riddle.
Yeah. Probably better matches, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this run of RKO I was not expecting to like as much. I thought it was only gonna be a 1 week thing or 1 or 2 week thing, but like they've carried it and they're running with it. And I feel like it gives them more screen time, so I'm more than fucking happy with it.
Yeah. Match number 2. Triple threat. Women's title.
Oh yeah, it was Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi.
This was a good match.
I would say I love this match. The only thing I didn't like was it felt like the finish was a little.
I did not like the finish.
It was a blink and you miss it because literally I looked down at my phone and then I looked up and there was a roll up and then 1, 2, 3. And I was like,
it was a really good. The match going up and up and up, and then the finish just
fucking tanked it. For a triple threat match, I feel like they kept everyone involved relatively consistent.
Oh yeah.
Trying to remember key moments from it. One of my favorites was fucking Tiffany and Naomi are on the outside. Tiffany does like the cartwheel Alabama thing and then takes Naomi and just fucking slams her onto the table. And then Bailey comes out. She catches Bailey and then fucking Alabama slams her on the other table.
Those both look very light though.
They did, but I did like the idea of them.
It could have worked if they made it look good.
To be fair, like
it was very light.
It was light, but I don't want anyone's backs getting broken.
It was hey, I'm gonna gently set you down on this table.
I guess I just like the setup and I guess the delivery because I can see what he's saying. But I guess the delivery didn't follow through. But I like the idea of it.
Cool spot, just.
And also, I'm concerned a little bit about the face version of Bailey, like a little bit. Because Bailey is just notoriously better as a heel.
Right.
So it was only natural that this was a triple threat just to build some more heat for it. I just don't know where Bailey goes from here, and that's not a good thing to say for a world champion.
It's not. Because
the Queen of the Ring's right there. And not saying there's not a lot of viable opponents, but her face version, it's kind of hard to detect who a good feud for her would be at this point. Which is like, that kind of sucks. That doesn't say anything about Bailey as the wrestler herself, because I love her. But it's just kind of the character itself seems to be in a kind of a fucking liminal space of like, okay, where do we go?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, overall, again, a good match.
And match 3, main event, Jey Uso versus El Campeón, Damian Priest. I did not enjoy this match.
I enjoyed it. It was all right.
It wasn't a bad match. It was very boring to me.
Nothing overtly offended me in this match. I feel like it was good technical wrestling, and I feel like it was them just presenting their fucking movesets.
I was just very bored in this match. Like,
I would say I would felt a little bit the same way up until the last half, because the last half really got me on my feet a little bit and made me like. Well, first it was the JD McDonough fucking interference that got me interested, because when he came out and interfered, Damian Priest was not fucking happy. No. Damian Priest was pissed off. What are you doing out here? I got it myself. And then he got distracted and got fucking speared by Jey Uso. I believe he went for a splash after the fact, and 1-2 kick out. I knew he was kicking out of that. And then fucking Finn Balor comes in, interrupts, and distracts Jey Uso. Jey Uso gets hit with the South of Heaven, and notoriously, the South of Heaven usually does not get kicked out of. So 1-2 kick out, I'm like, holy fucking shit, is he about to win this? Super kick, fucking splash. I thought damn near fall. I thought Jey Uso was winning. Kick out, go up for another one. Priest catches him, grabs him, hits him with the South of Heaven from the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Good finish. What I liked about the aftermath was it added even more fucking story with Finn Balor and Finn Balor and JD McDonough beating the living shit out of Jey Uso, or at least trying to, and then Damian Priest grabbing them and then throwing them off and be like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Don't do this. We're not doing this shit anymore.
Right.
So I feel like that added a nice wrinkle in the layer. So for the first half, I can see where you're coming from with boring, but the last half definitely got me intrigued.
While we're on the topic of Judgment Day, did you see the segment with Carlito?
I heard about it.
Okay.
It was basically like Dominic Mysterio being like, this.
Dominic brought up Carlito, and Priest is like, no, Carlito cost me my match a year ago. I'm never going to forgive you. Carlito's just like, think about it, man. And then he left.
I like the continuity. I like the fact that there's that continuity there. Yeah. That means a lot more than most, because like the fact that the continuity is there shows that they're paying attention to detail.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't really say that much about like the idea of Carlito joining Judgment Day. That seems like a bit of a mismatch.
I don't like that, especially because Carlito just got out of a group.
Yeah, he just got out of a group. Don't shove him into another one. Maybe, fucking maybe like down the line, if Carlito's gonna double down on this heel turn, put him in a tag team with Dominic Mysterio, I could see that happening.
Like a 2-on-2 team, but not a faction.
Yeah, not a faction. What do you think about Dominic Mysterio cheating on Rhea Ripley with Liv Morgan? Nothing much.
I don't care.
To be fair, yeah, that doesn't like. It has a little bit of intrigue, a little bit, but it's kind of like it's not played out. It's been thrown at you very fucking subtly and not overtly into your face. But I guess, do you think it's going to be a cop out, or do you think it's going to be a double down where like Liv replaces Rhea?
I didn't even hear anything about this till just now. So
You did not.
nope.
Okay, got you. That's how subtle they're being. Maybe a tad bit too subtle, but that is all right.
Fourth match on Backlash. The women's tag team titles. This match was the shits.
Hard disagree.
I hated this match.
It's because, from what you said earlier, it's because Jade was in the ring a little too long.
Way too long.
Way too long?
Jade was in the ring too long. If Jade is in the ring for more than 2 minutes, she's in the ring too long. I like Jade Cargill. She is not good at wrestling.
Again, there's nothing in this match that overtly offended me. Like, to be fair, looked down at my phone a few times, went back up, down my phone, back up.
It offended me greatly. Because why am I sitting here for 20 minutes watching a Jade Cargill match?
To me, it just highlighted how good they work together, her and Bianca. I thought the ending sequence was really fucking good.
That's the only good part of the entire match. You know what my favorite part of the match was? When the bell rang and it was over. I didn't have to watch it anymore.
I mean, my God, Jesus.
I love the Kabuki Warriors. I'm not big on Bianca Belair, but she's good. Jade is the drizzling shits. And this isn't like even when I make fun of Cody Rhodes, even though I know he's a great wrestler. Jade Cargill is literally the shits.
My shit radar must be fucking off, I guess, man, because I saw that match. I didn't see anything too wrong with it. I saw it, and I was like, I'm entertained by this match. I can't wait to see who wins.
I wasn't entertained.
I hope Jade... You know what my thought process was? I hope Jade and Bianca win. Oh, they won. Okay, cool. I'm happy.
I knew they were going to win. And I didn't want them to win, because it's another singles wrestlers.
They're not, brother. No.
Yeah.
To me, you can only say that if it doesn't seem like they have any chemistry as a tag team. Jade and Bianca have chemistry as a fucking tag team. They seem like and also on this leg of Bianca's career, this is the best thing that she could do.
So did Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. They had chemistry as a tag team, but they were singles guys just thrown into a tag team.
They didn't look as cool together, though.
It worked.
It didn't. Dude, where's fucking Dolph Ziggler again? He's out of WWE. Where's Robert Roode again? He got fucking injured and is now never gonna wrestle again. Yeah, it really worked out well for them.
They had the titles for a while.
Oh, did they? Did they? Maybe a little too long.
Yes.
And then what they do after that? Fuck it. NXT. They went to NXT and won the NXT title just to lose it again. And now Nick Nemeth is down to fucking wrestling in front of 600 people in front of 6 million.
He's in New Japan. He's a champion in New Japan. What are you talking about?
Are you talking about the indie shit in the Japan? I'm sorry.
I'm in Tokyo Dome in front of 80,000.
I'm a WWE mark in 2011. WWE is the only thing that exists. Everything else is bingo halls and high school gyms. Fuck you.
That's what I say when people talk about AEW to me. I fucking hate AEW.
I can't defend AEW after I just said that. Never mind.
Main event. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. Here's my take on this match. This was actually a really good match. I was just too fucking tired at that point to care. And I knew Cody was going to win anyways.
I thought
there was not a single point in this match where I thought AJ Styles was going to win.
Yeah, no, not 1 millisecond.
Not even leading up to it.
Because I would have been fucking pissed off. I would have been so fucking pissed off, and you would have had.
I wish they at least made me think AJ was going to win, like for a point in the match.
To be fair, it only had like 2 weeks of build, and like it was like
not at one point during those 2 weeks did anyone think AJ Styles is going to win.
The biggest thing that AJ Styles did was, oh yeah, too sweet. Oh, fuck you, Cody. That's like
it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Should it have been the main event? No. Should have switched this with the street fight, I think.
Yeah, I mean, logically,
the street fight was a better way to start the show, but also like it was the best match on the card.
Yeah, because that's where.
Honestly, I wouldn't have minded if Jay and Priest were the main. Like the match was a little boring.
Yeah, dude. Also, now that fucking Roman doesn't have a stranglehold on the title, let the fucking World Heavyweight title main event a premium live event.
Cody didn't need the main event, and him and AJ would have been better towards the beginning of the show than towards the end.
Because fucking Damian and fucking Jay had more of a story.
Yeah, you thought more times throughout the match there was going to be a new world champion.
Yeah.
Even for a little bit leading up to it, they're like, maybe.
Also, for it being the main event Jey Uso, and it's like you can realistically see it being done even more because it's in the main event.
Right. With, like, the worst thing for your main event is it's obvious who's going to win. Even with Cody and Roman, like, we all knew Cody was going to win, but there was that slight thought.
Yeah.
Because of last year, what if, like, Roman Reigns actually still... Like, with this, there was no whatsoever. Like, there was no what if AJ Styles. It is Cody Rhodes is going to win.
It was literally like you already knew the finish, but you were just watching just to see a good match. And
it was a good match. I was just very tired and full of pizza by the time I got to the match. And there was nothing that made me care because I had no belief at all that AJ Styles would walk out as champion.
But overall, Backlash, I'd say it was a pretty decent show.
It was a good 6 or 7 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10.
I was gonna say like a C. I'd say a C. Like, yeah, like it
C, maybe C plus.
Yeah, and it is a B show. It was a certified B show.
Not a bad show though. I mean, that tag match we could have done without.
I guess like that's Backlash is usually. The question is, was this a good rebound from Mania, and does it look like it's set things to build to the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's definitely better than a lot of backlashes we've had in the past. It didn't top last year's. Last year's backlash was
fucking Puerto Rico.
Amazing. Last year's backlash was perfect.
Dude, the fact you could have me remember a match a whole year later, fucking Bad Bunny versus fucking Damian Priest.
A lot of things on that card are really good.
Yeah.
Cody Brock for the first time was pretty good.
Fucking it was fucking Zelina Vega versus
Zelina Rhea was good.
Yeah. So it definitely wasn't as good as last year's, but I love the fact that they are going out more internationally because it's fucking feeding starving markets and it's making for really good shows because this show could have if this show had a US audience, it could have really been a lot more worse.
It could have been really bad.
The
crowd helped a lot this entire show.
Yeah, the crowd basically helped carry this show because they were very fucking happy.
That was also part of the reason that, like, you might have thought Jay was going to win it because the crowd just being so hyped. We're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Some people saying that the crowd was annoying. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're fucking belligerently drunk if you think that people screaming and shouting and chanting.
You're just mad because you don't understand another language.
Yeah. But you shouldn't, wrestling should have no language.
Do better.
Exactly. Wrestling should have no language. If you feel and sense and understand that there's excitement in a room and that something's making that excitement happen, you should be happy just by default.
I re-downloaded Twitter this week, and the first thing I seen was somebody shitting on the crowd from Backlash. I re-deleted Twitter.
But no, overall good, a feel-good show. Did I tell you that Cody Rhodes has a new story? I just thought I should mention this. I'm sorry. I just thought I should mention this.
I have a new story. Because he's back. What the fuck?
Fuck, I thought that'd work. I got a little bit out.
Why are you trying to smoke out of head's eye?
Fuck head. Fuckhead.
He's literally smoking out of head.
Let me tell you, Cody.
How's that foam taste in your mouth?
I'm used to white stuff. But what
You're my friend.
You want to hear Cody's story?
No. How the fuck did you even do this?
What do you mean?
Is there a hole all the way through it?
Oh my fucking God, Jesus. I may have violated him, but you just fucking molested him.
I just fingered him.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh no. Anyways.
Is there foam in your thing now?
Only one thing. It should be fine.
That's that again.
You know,
just fucking stabbed him.
You know him as Stardust, back when it was Stardust.
It was a lot better than Cody Rhodes, yeah.
He lost 42 times to R-Truth.
As you should. R-Truth's the fucking man.
So the new story is that he's got to beat R-Truth. And I feel like that's the perfect way for him to go heel.
I feel like he's still not going to beat R-Truth. R-Truth should be the next world champion. Finish your story, Ron.
No, but like I feel like that actually be executed well. I feel like if he ever does a heel turn, I feel like that'd be executed
Just
very well.
Beat up R-Truth.
It's like him and R-Truth tag for 1 week. They lose the fucking match right after Cody loses the championship. He loses the tag team match when he's tagging with R-Truth. Next week he comes out with a promo being like, "I'm gonna finish the story again, guys, but it's not the story you think," and just start beating the shit out of fucking R-Truth.
R-Truth can be like, "I'm gonna finish my story and become the 48-7, 7-11.
No. R-Truth comes out. R-Truth comes out and is like, yeah, Cody, you keep talking about fucking finishing the story. I don't think we're building a building here, dog." And then he just beats the shit out of fucking R-Truth. That would be so R-Truth, and it would make for an amazing fucking heel turn.
And then R-Truth wins. And then he wins the world title.
And then send Cody back to developmental.
Send Cody back to the Indies.
To fucking
AEW.
Indies. AWDU. We just did this just to get R-Truth over you fucking mark.
Drizzling shits of the drizzling shits. All elite. I guess you call that wrestling. I don't fucking know.
I don't know why you shit on AEW, man.
Because it's terrible.
But I don't know. Every company in the world has had one downfall. Do you remember how long WWE was the shits? For a long time. A very long fucking time.
I'm not saying they'll always be the shits, but for now, they're the drizzling shits.
Okay. All right.
You know why? The real reason why they're the drizzling shits?
I said, why?
Because WWE brought in Obafemi. Obafemi brings the views. Obafemi brings the ratings. And
see, this man's a fucking whore. 1 week he goes from sucking Omos's dick to immediately.
I am an homosexual and an Obafeminist.
Obafeminist?
Yep.
Is that something you just came up with?
No.
Okay, good. All right. See, at least he's honest.
An Obafeminist, an Homo sapien, and homosexual. You're just an homophobe.
I'm not. I just pray for a man's downfall.
So you're an homophobe.
Clearly, I am a homophobe. Homophobe or not. Obafemi is better than Omos.
Are you an Obafeminist?
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'm an Obafeminist. But homophobe, I'm fully that.
I am an Homo sapien, an homosexual. Omos, if you are watching this, call me. Yeah.
Why is he gonna call you? Why would he call you? Fucking what the?
Because that is a beautiful man. And
Omos calls you?
Omos.
And then we can finally get him fired for fucking messaging a minor. That'd be awesome.
I turn 18 in October, Omos. So November, call me.
All
this
right.
November, call me. I'll give you my number.
If he calls you, I will fucking do it. I will literally come onto this camera and fucking say that I hate Cody Rhodes.
You just said that you hate Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna clip this.
Well, you
for
can't.
The social medias. He just said he hates Cody Rhodes.
That's not what the fuck I said. That's not what
I just said. He hates Cody
That's
Rhodes.
not what I said. I had
your exact
pretext,
words were I hate Cody Rhodes.
Pretext, context, people.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm just going right on the social media. I hate Cody Rhodes. Me, 2024.
I feel like that's the best place to end it because Cody Rhodes has finished his story. but he can never be finished completely.
Who? This guy?
No, I swear to fucking God, that guy.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's
Looks like Tony Khan.
no, that's Greg. That's Greg Heffley.
Who?
Greg Heffley.
I don't know who that is.
You don't need it now. But anyways, just an important piece of information. Yeah, Shane McMahon went to a Yankees game.
Very important.
Yep. Anyways, it was
This
beautiful
has been-
seeing you. It has been the fucking Prince and me. Fucking wait. Hey guys, wait. No.
Why?
I absolutely love and adore you people and your beautiful faces and your existence and anything that you say or do.
But he hates Cody Rhodes.
I got it. So you were supposed to click and record at that because that would have been perfect, but that's fine.